Brothers and sisters, I specifically got my husband's wedding ring inscribed with the scripture of Ecclesiastes 4:9-12. It says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken. Brothers and sisters, everybody wants the perfect marriage. Everybody wants to be happy. And moreover, a lot of people have the ideology that if they have the perfect house, the perfect car, the perfect marriage, that they not only have arrived, but they're living the American dream. But what happens, brothers and sisters, when your marriage, what happens when your relationships are being tested in waters, in rough seas? Brothers and sisters, as long as you say, I do, you have to notice that the totality of what you committed to, that vow, will be tested. He will possibly lose his job. The bills possibly will overwhelm you. What will you do in a marriage? How will you fail when it's a possibility that the car may be repossessed and the lifestyle suddenly take a turn for the worst? Brothers and sisters out there who are married specifically, this one's for you. Why? Because I know what it means and feels like to go through in marriage. Oh yeah, I know specifically those ups and downs, those ins and outs, those moments where you ask yourself, why did you marry the one you did? Brothers and sisters, the bottom line is it's not only has to be communication in place, but you have to assess the fact that just maybe you, as a child of God, who are married to a child of God, maybe, just maybe, the enemy has a part in testing you. And whatever you say and whatever you do will be tested. What happens when you get that bad report, brothers and sisters? What happens when you find out that you have cancer, or you have a disease, or you have something in your members that's just not right? What happens, brothers and sisters, when you find out that all hell is breaking loose in your life and you didn't foresee this happening? Well, brothers and sisters, I tell you what, just don't throw in the towel just yet. Have faith. I know that today or yesterday or this whole month has been a little rocky or even bad, but you know what? God is in the midst of your storms. Just know that as long as God is in your marriage, as long as God is in your relationship, yes, you will lose stuff, but it's all about testing. This is a testing ground. Why? Because God is trying to test your faith. When you took those vows, you did not only take those vows for better, but you took them for worse. Oh yeah, it's not all about posting great pictures on social media that you have a perfect marriage. Because I'm telling you the truth, when you close your doors, there's more than a lot of marriages that are really going through. You have to pray together. You have to seek the face of God. You have to take your situation and not submit to what the devil wants you to do. No. But you have to go back to your first love. Brothers and sisters, there is unity in prayer. Brothers and sisters, that is where you fight. You fight on your knees. You fight together. No matter what comes, brothers and sisters, because you will, as long as you are married and saved, you might have to downsize, brothers and sisters. You might have to relocate. The bottom line is, has God left you? Have you left God? Have you left your faith? Have you let the circumstances and everything around you get the best of your faith? Brothers and sisters, we have to pick one another up. We have to learn to fight and know what it feels like to go through rough times. Brothers and sisters, the vows said for better or for worse. You have to take one step at a time, one day at a time. And you have to put God first. You have to trust him that no matter what comes, if that means that you have to pray like you haven't prayed before and make it fun and make it a part of your daily life, then that's what it's going to take. Because I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, after the vows are done, after the party's over, after the reception is over, real life happens. And you will be tested, brothers and sisters. But the bottom line is, are you reaching out for God? Are you trusting that he is your great physician? Are you trusting that he is your way maker? Are you trusting his word when he says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me? Where is your faith, brothers and sisters? Where's your faith when you find out that cancer is gone now? That you don't have to go through as much as you've went through. Are you still going to have faith in him in the good times and the bad times? Brothers and sisters, I don't care how wonderful your life is going. I don't care how many jobs and houses and materialism you have accumulated over time. If you don't have the Lord, you don't have a sustainable life. You won't have a sustainable marriage. God has to supersede everything. God has to even supersede your marriage. Bless the true and living God.